Willow was a big dog, a very big dog. She was a Newfoundland dog with fur as dark as a midnight sky. Her paws were large, like bear paws, but they were gentle. She had eyes the color of warm honey. When she looked at you, it felt like she knew all your secrets, and she would keep them safe. Willow loved the water. She loved the feeling of the cool lake on her fur. She would swim for hours, her big body gliding through the water like a happy boat. She lived with a family who loved her very much. They called her their gentle giant. Her days were filled with simple joys. A morning walk through the dewy grass, a long nap in a sunny spot on the floor, the happy shouts of children when they came home from school. Willow loved the children most of all. She would let them use her as a furry pillow while they read their books. She would listen to their stories, her big head resting on their laps. Her tail would thump, thump, thump against the wooden floorboards. It was the sound of a happy heart. It was a good life, a very good life. Willow had a special job. She was a water rescue dog. Her family trained her to help people who were in trouble in the water. She was strong and brave. She knew just what to do. She would swim out, a tow rope in her mouth, and bring people safely back to the shore. She was a hero. Her family was so proud of her. They would tell everyone, "This is Willow. She saves people." And Willow would wag her tail, her honey-colored eyes shining with pride. She loved her job. It made her feel important. Life was a song, and Willow knew all the words. The world was big and beautiful, and she was a happy part of it. She did not know that sometimes things can change. Sometimes a shadow can fall on even the sunniest of days. She just knew the warmth of the sun and the love of her family. She knew the cool water and the thump of her own happy tail, and for a long time that was everything. It was more than enough. It was a perfect, happy world for a big, gentle dog named Willow. One day, everything changed. It was a cold day and the road was slick with ice. Willow was in the car with her family. There was a loud noise, a terrible screeching sound. The world turned upside down. It spun and then it stopped. Everything was quiet, a scary kind of quiet. Willow was hurt. Her back leg was twisted in a way that was wrong. A sharp pain, like a lightning bolt, went through her. She tried to stand up, but she couldn't. She could only lie there, whimpering softly. The world had broken. The accident was bad, very bad. Willow's family was okay, but Willow was not. The kind people at the animal hospital had sad faces. They said her leg was broken in many places. They said she might not walk the same way again. They said she could not be a water rescue dog anymore. Her job was gone. Her happy life felt like it was gone too. Willow lay in a small white room. It smelled strange. It was not home. She missed the smell of grass and the feel of a sunny spot on the floor. After many weeks, Willow's leg started to heal, but her heart did not. Her family visited her. They were sad too. They said they could not keep her. Their new house was small. It had too many stairs. "It's for the best," they whispered. Willow did not understand all the words, but she understood the feeling. It was the feeling of being left behind. It was a lonely, empty feeling that was worse than the pain in her leg. The thump, thump, thump of her tail was gone. There was only silence. Willow went to live at an animal shelter. It was a clean place with kind people, but it was not a home. There were many other dogs, all of them waiting for a family, waiting for a second chance. Willow would lie in her kennel watching people walk by. She would limp when she walked. Her beautiful dark fur was not as shiny as it used to be. The light in her honey-colored eyes had gone out. She was just a big, sad dog with a broken leg and a broken heart. She had forgotten the words to her happy song. Then, one rainy Tuesday, a man came to the shelter. He was not looking for a puppy. He was not looking for a small dog. He walked slowly down the long row of kennels. He looked at every single dog. He had kind eyes, the kind of eyes that looked at you and really saw you. He stopped in front of Willow's kennel. He did not seem to notice her limp. He did not seem to mind that she was so big. He just looked into her sad, honey-colored eyes, and he smiled a small, gentle smile. The man's name was Leo. He was a quiet man who lived in a small house by the sea. He had a heart that had been broken once, too. He knew what it felt like to be lonely. He sat down on the floor outside Willow's kennel. He did not try to pet her. He just sat there and talked to her in a low, soft voice. He told her about the ocean. He told her about the sound of the waves and the smell of the salty air. He told her she was a beautiful dog. Willow lifted her big head. She listened. It was the first time in a long time that anyone had just talked to her. Leo came back the next day, and the day after that. He would bring her a special treat. He would read to her from a book about brave sailors and big ships. He never rushed her, he just gave her his time. Slowly, like a flower turning toward the sun, Willow started to change. One day, when Leo stood up to leave, her tail gave a small thump. Just one. Thump. It was a small sound, but it was a start. It was a tiny piece of the old song coming back to her. Finally, the day came when Leo signed the papers. He was taking her home. The people at the shelter smiled. They helped Willow into Leo's car. It was a big car, with plenty of room for a big dog. As they drove away from the shelter, Willow put her head on Leo's shoulder. He reached over and gently stroked her soft fur. "We're going home," he said. "We're going to heal together." And for the first time in a very, very long time, Willow felt a little flicker of hope, a small light in the darkness. Leo's house was perfect. It was small and cozy. There were no stairs. There were soft rugs on the floor for Willow to lie on. Best of all, the back door opened right onto a sandy beach. Willow could smell the salt in the air. She could hear the constant calming sound of the waves. It was not the lake she once knew, but it was water. And it felt like coming home. Leo did not push her. He let her explore at her own pace. He let her find her own sunny spots to nap in. He let her just be. Every day Leo would help Willow with her leg. He would gently massage it. They would take short, slow walks on the beach. At first, Willow was afraid of the water. The memory of her old life was a sad one. But Leo was patient. He would just sit with her at the edge of the ocean. He would let the little waves tickle her paws. He never asked her to be a hero. He just wanted her to be happy. He loved her for who she was now, a brave dog who had been through so much. One sunny afternoon, Leo threw a stick into the shallow water. He did not say anything. He just waited. Willow watched the stick bobbing in the waves. Something inside her stirred, a memory, a feeling of joy. She took a hesitant step, then another. She waded into the cool water, the waves washing over her sore leg. She reached the stick and gently picked it up. She turned and carried it back to Leo, her tail wagging slowly. Thump, thump, thump. The song was coming back. Her heart was starting to feel whole again. Willow's life was different now, but it was beautiful. It was a quiet life, filled with the love of a kind man. She would never be a water rescue dog again, but she had rescued Leo from his loneliness, and he had rescued her right back. They had saved each other. Every animal deserves a second chance. They deserve a safe place to heal. They deserve a person who will look at their scars and see only their strength. Love is the best medicine. It can mend a broken leg, and it can mend a broken heart too.